After 60, sugar spikes can leave you exhausted, belly fat refuses to budge, and cholesterol creeps higher no matter what you try. But what if one simple leaf could calm all three at once? Clinical trials show it lowers blood sugar after meals by more than 16%. Yet hardly anyone over 60 has even heard of it. Stay with me, because what this leaf does inside your body may surprise you, and how to use it could transform your daily energy. If you felt drained after meals, noticed your waistline expanding, or heard your doctor warn about cholesterol, you are not alone. After 60, our metabolism changes, sugar lingers, fat stores faster, and inflammation rises quietly. Left unchecked, these shifts can steal your strength and independence. But the good news? Science now shows that certain plant leaves, like mulberry and olive, can support blood sugar balance, healthier cholesterol, and even belly fat loss. In this video, I'll share the research, the protocols, and how to use them safely with your doctor's guidance. 1. Mulberry Leaf, the glucose gatekeeper. After 60, many of my patients describe the same frustration. Doctor, I eat a normal meal, but half an hour later, I feel wiped out. That sudden wave of fatigue isn't just aging. It's blood sugar spiking and then crashing. And here's where one humble leaf can make all the difference. That leaf is mulberry. Inside it is a natural compound with a complicated name, DNJ. Think of it as a gatekeeper at the sugar door. Normally, enzymes in your small intestine act like ushers at a busy theater, rushing sugar straight into the bloodstream. But DNJ gently slows them down. Instead of a flood, you get a steady stream, easier on your insulin, easier on your energy. And this isn't just theory. In 2017, researchers publishing in Diabetes Therapy gave adults with type 2 diabetes a standardized mulberry extract, 1,000 milligrams, 3 times a day, before meals. After just 3 months, their post-meal blood sugar dropped by more than 16%. Imagine what that means for your day-to-day life. Less shakiness, fewer crashes, and more steady afternoons. Frank, a retired teacher I've worked with, used to complain that dinner always ended in a nap on the couch. His daughter suggested mulberry tea, and he gave it a try. Within 2 months, something shifted. He could finish dinner, stay awake, and even enjoy a full movie with his grandchildren. It wasn't dramatic, but it was steady, reliable energy. Here's the practical part. Timing matters. Mulberry works best when taken 15 to 30 minutes before a meal. That way, the compound is already active before sugar even arrives. Standardized extracts are the most consistent, but teas and powders can help too. And here's the surprising part. It's not actually age that makes sugar harder to handle. It's those enzymes running unchecked. Mulberry simply reminds the body how to pace itself. Frank didn't know it then, but he was addressing the very first step in the sugar story. Because even if sugar enters more slowly, there's still a hidden switch inside your cells that decides whether that sugar gets burned for energy or stored as stubborn belly fat. And the next compound, that's the one that flips the switch back on. 2. Berberine, restarting the body's energy manager. If mulberry leaf is the gatekeeper that slows sugar at the door, Berberine is the electrician who walks into the control room and flips the lights back on. Inside every cell in your body is a tiny switchboard called AMPK, your Metabolic Master Switch. When it's active, your cells burn sugar efficiently, fat is used for energy, and insulin works the way it should. But here's the catch. After 60, AMPK activity drops dramatically. It's like the manager went home early, leaving the factory floor running on autopilot. The result? Sugar lingers in the bloodstream, fat builds up around the belly, and energy slumps become the norm. Berberine, a bright yellow compound found in plants like barberry, has been shown to turn that master switch back on. Think of it as handing the factory manager a fresh set of keys. Suddenly, the lights come back, the workers get moving, and the whole system starts running smoothly again. The science is strong here. A large meta-analysis of 12 randomized controlled trials covering almost 900 patients found that berberine consistently improved fasting, blood sugar, 2-hour glucose tolerance, HbA1c, cholesterol, and even waist circumference. That's not one small win. That's a full system reboot. Maria, whose father was struggling with both diabetes and belly weight, told me she was skeptical at first. But after 2 months of berberine capsules, taken with his meals, she noticed something simple but powerful. The sugar crashes stopped. He no longer had that mid-afternoon fog, and slowly, the stubborn belly started to shrink. For him, it wasn't about numbers on a chart. It was about feeling steady and clear again. Have you ever noticed feeling more tired after what seemed like a healthy meal? You're not alone. Type YES in the comments if that's ever happened to you. Your story might help another senior watching today. If you're curious about how to use it, studies suggest 300 to 500 milligrams, 2 to 3 times daily with meals. Seniors do best when they keep total daily intake under 1,500 milligrams. It usually takes 8 to 12 weeks to see the biggest changes. And here's the surprising part. It's not willpower that decides if fat is burned or stored. It's whether that tiny cellular switch is on or off. Berberine gives your body back the switch it forgot how to use. But sugar and fat aren't the only silent culprits. Cholesterol has its own factory line in the liver, and it quietly speeds up with age. Coming up, I'll show you the leaf that acts like a gentle handbrake on that line, helping protect your heart without you even noticing. 3. Olive leaf. Gentle handbrake on cholesterol. Sugar isn't the only silent force working against us after 60. Cholesterol has its own story, and for many seniors, it quietly builds up year after year. You might feel fine, even as those numbers climb, but inside, your liver is running a factory line that never stops. It's producing cholesterol day and night, and with age, that line speeds up. Now, here's where nature gives us a gift, the olive leaf. Most people know olives or olive oil, but the leaf itself carries a compound called Oleuropein. Think of Oleuropein as a gentle handbrake on that overactive cholesterol factory. It doesn't slam the brakes. It simply slows production to a healthier pace, easing pressure on your arteries and your heart. The research here is powerful. In 2020, a clinical trial published in Phytomedicine gave adults 500 milligrams of olive leaf extract each day. After 8 weeks, LDL cholesterol dropped by nearly 0.2 millimoles per liter, and systolic blood pressure came down by about 3 points. Those may sound like small changes, but over time, they translate into fewer clogs in your arteries and less strain on your heart. Rosa, one of my longtime patients, had been told by her doctor that cholesterol medication might be in her future. She wasn't against it, but she wanted to try something natural first. With her son's encouragement, she added olive leaf capsules to her morning routine. 2 months later, her lab results came back improved. More than the numbers, she told me the best part was hearing her doctor say, "Whatever you're doing, keep it up." That gave her confidence and a sense of control she hadn't felt in years. If you're considering olive leaf, here's what studies suggest. 500 milligrams daily, standardized to at least 100 milligrams of Oleuropein. It can be taken with or without meals, and most people notice improvements within 6 to 8 weeks. And here's why this matters so deeply. High cholesterol doesn't cause pain, but it quietly narrows arteries and sets the stage for heart disease. By gently applying that handbrake with olive leaf, you're giving your heart a calmer road to travel. But before we close, there's one more layer we need to address, because many seniors still believe that natural remedies are too weak to matter. In a moment, let's challenge that myth and look at what the science really shows. We've covered a lot today. From the mulberry leaf slowing down sugar spikes, to berberine waking up your body's forgotten energy switch, to olive leaf quietly protecting your heart. But I want you to pause for a moment and reflect. After 60, it can feel like your body is slipping out of your control. Sugar creeping higher, belly weight refusing to budge, cholesterol numbers edging upward. It's easy to think, well, that's just aging. The truth? Aging changes the playing field, yes. But these natural compounds show us that the body still responds, still adapts, still heals when given the right tools. You are not powerless, and you don't have to surrender your strength or independence. I think of Frank, who went from crashing after dinner to staying awake for family movie nights. I think of Maria's father, who finally felt steady instead of foggy. And Rosa, who gained confidence when her doctor noticed the improvement. These aren't miracle stories. They're reminders that steady, consistent choices add up. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these leaves resonates with you most? Is it the mulberry Gatekeeper, the Berberine switch, or the olive leaf Handbrake? Type your answer below in the comments. Your insight could be the encouragement another senior needs right now. And if this helped you, consider sharing it with a friend or family member who's navigating the same challenges. None of us have to walk this road alone. Finally, if you'd like more simple, evidence-based strategies for aging with strength, energy, and confidence, subscribe to Healthy Aging Hub. We release new videos every week because your best years don't have to be behind you. They can start today.